This is a 2003 400DX that we picked up for $700. It came with a multitude of issues. In this video, we're going to be cleaning it up, restoring the plastics, fixing the electrical issues, and rebuilding the top end. When all that is done, we'll take it for a trip and break down our total cost.
Pre-inspection.
The white beer cover. Seat cover. Take a look under here.
Custom high flow air filter from a Chevy Silverado.
You have a giant hole.
Obviously, custom modded air box to fit the filter. Steering bushing replaced with a handful of grease. Don't know if you can see that tint.
Yeah, don't even see that, guys, but that's 50 to 1. That's straight chainsaw gas in there.
Slight gas leak. Little patch job on the manifold. Custom wiring to run a car battery.
Custom.
Got some nice duct tape and bungee cord. Plastic spray painted black.
More
random
metal
fence wire holding things together. We've got a nice pipe.
Yeah, the pipe is actually
Pipe's
not
actually
bad.
kind of mint. Missing the baffle. Got some nice Nerf bars. Do have a nice short clutch lever. Overall solid frame.
We're about to go clean it up.
Here we're going through, hitting it with the pressure washer and some Purple Power Extreme. Using the Purple Power with the Scotch-Brite pad, we were able to get most of the spray paint off the plastics. The Scotch-Brite pad is also useful for cleaning things like the Nerf bars, silencer, and wheels. Phase 1 of cosmetic restoration complete. About to hit it some fine sandpaper. You see we got some swirls in them. Maybe the heat gun take that color back. She's looking pretty mint already though. Here we're hitting the plastics with 600 grit wet sandpaper to try and get some of those tough dirt spots off and smooth out some of the fine scratches. We then hit the plastics with a heat gun to bring back the color and remove any old stickers. Lastly, we hit it with WD-40 to really bring back that gloss. Alright guys, got her back in the shop. This is currently a running quad. When we bought it, it did fire up. It smoked pretty heavily. That could be due to the 50 to 1 in the tank. So I'm probably gonna start with draining that, possibly clean the carb and get some of this electrical figured out. Once I got all that 50 to 1 drained, I turned my attention to cleaning up some of these wires. Key switch on this is no good. We got a new key switch. There should be a fuse in this line. I have an inline fuse I'm about to throw in it. Should be a 15 amp. Here I'm removing the carb so we can clean it out a bit and hopefully get this thing running a little bit better. As of now, it would only run on choke. The accelerator pump looks good, the bowl is clean, and the jets are clear, so at this point I'm not too sure why it's only running on choke. This fuel screen was a little bit clogged, shouldn't have caused our issue though. Before reassembling it, I blew out all the passages with compressed air. There's that patched intake manifold that we saw earlier. Time to swap it with a fresh one and see if it helps our lean issue. After peeling all that tape off, it looked perfectly fine, but we'll swap it out for good measure. Here I'm throwing a little bit of grease on the O-ring to make sure we get a good seal. While the tank's off, I decided to go ahead and adjust the valves. Now that the engine is at top dead center, we want 4/1000ths of an inch clearance for the intake valves and 5/1000ths for the exhaust valves. Both intake valves were a little tight, so it's a good thing we checked. I didn't show it, but before putting the cast back on, it's important to rotate the engine over once and recheck the clearances. Here I'm hooking up a fresh battery because it's almost ready to start. I'll throw some gas on this thing and fire it up, see if she still smokes. First fire up on straight up plain gas. Hopefully, trying to make sure everything is good. our solenoid just go out? Wait, hit it, hold it. Yeah, our solenoid just went out.
That's crazy. Our first setback.
Try it one more time. Yeah. Bro, solenoid just went out. Just burn up the solenoid.
This is our first setback, guys.
We know the solution to that. Screwdriver. Bog I was talking about earlier with the choke is off.
Oh, it was low-key going away, man.
Yeah. Clean manifold and valve adjustment didn't do the trick. Whew. As you guys just saw, this thing still smokes pretty bad, even on plain gas. So it looks like we're gonna have to do a top end. Let's go ahead and start tearing this thing down and see what all parts we're gonna need. Alright, so we just took the silencer off and try to finagle this header out of here. I have a feeling we're going to have to take off this clutch cable though. It's just kind of in the way. Oh, maybe not. It came out a lot easier than I thought it was going to do. Let's get this tensioner out of there next. Got 2 8mm holding it in. Alright, tensioner feels good. Chain definitely needs replacing. You see I can put the tensioner all the way in there while it's engaged. Trying to get the cam out of there. There's little pins on the side that hold it in. Let's pull those out. Alright, time to break these head bolts loose and get this head off of here. Time to pop the head off. Let's see a little bit. Alright, so we got our first look at the cylinder. Looks pretty good. Smooth for the most part. We got some build up on the sides there, but I think that'll hold out. No major scratches or marks. Feels nice and smooth. Looks like an OEM piston in there, so this thing has probably never seen a new piston. KCY, I'm pretty sure that's OEM signature. Looks like stock bore, which is good. Other than that, guides, the cam chain guides look really good. We got the cylinder off, forgot to record it, but it looks like we got the OEM piston in there. It's pretty worn down, a good bit of wearing on the piston skirts, so probably gonna go ahead and replace that. While we're waiting on some of those parts to come in, we got some new plastics and a seat cover in the mail. Might throw that on in a minute. Also, I'm going to work on cleaning up this exhaust. Going to try to get some of this rust and crap off of here with some, I got some Scotch-Brite wheels for the Dremel from Amazon. It's like $10 for like a 40 pack of these. So I've used those before. We're going to hit this exhaust with those and try to get it shined up. Alright, about to get this t-shirt off this thing and slap our new cover on there. Just got some fresh parts from Rocky Mountain. Got a Tusk air filter, all the gaskets we need, top end gaskets and that clutch cover gasket. Because we're going to put a new timing chain on this thing. So we got a Pro X timing chain, new spark plug, new drive chain from Tusk, oil filter, and our new piston. We got a Wiseco standard bore. Got the piston and all the rings on there. Got them all spaced out correctly. About to throw the cylinder on there. Just finished honing it out. Didn't get all that black stuff out, but got some good cross hatching. So I think that black stuff is from running Rich, running that 2-stroke mix that the previous owner ran in this thing. So it should be good though, and since we got a good cross hatch, so I don't want to hold too much of the cylinder, but we're gonna go with that. All right, got the cylinder on there, looking pretty good. Realize that we're gonna have to put a helicoil in this because there's no threads in it. So gonna do that. Also put the new air filter on there, oiled it up, got it on there. It's coming along pretty good. All right, now we gotta pop this clutch cover off so we can get to that cam chain gear on the bottom. We're also gonna take off the clutch basket, and then we'll throw our new cam chain on from Pro X, and then we'll be moving on to putting the head on. Just finished the rebuild. I was pretty busy with other stuff, so didn't end up filming quite all of the rebuild. But we're ready for the first start. About to throw some gas in it and see if she'll fire up. The white smoke you see was residual oil burning off of the head. Unfortunately, the fresh piston, rings, and timing chain still didn't solve the bogging issue. Here I'm just revving it with the choke on to break in the top end. You can see it started smoking out of the exhaust again, but that was also residual oil burning off inside the pipe. I also didn't film about 5 days of continuous tuning and testing with this carb. These Chinese carbs, man, are a pain in the butt, but we eventually got her tuned after about 20 times changing jets and swapping fuel screw settings and all kind of stuff. We ended up having to swap an OEM needle into there, and that finally got it running right. Before it was just bogging out anything over a quarter throttle. We'll get this thing assembled back together and she'll be good to go. about to go for the first real ride. Took her for a ride the other day after getting it tuned just to make sure it was running right, but haven't really got a chance to open it up or even get it past third gear. So this is pretty much gonna be the first ride. Gonna kind of be a break-in. Not gonna go too crazy, but definitely gonna see what it's got. All right, let's throw some gas in there, take it for a rip. Got our fuel turned on. We're gonna go half choke for the startup. Everything's looking good. Check the oil real quick before we take off. It's gonna show low because it's a dry sump engine, but I haven't ran it all day. That's good enough. Alright. See how this cold start goes. Hasn't been started since last night, so this is a good cold start test. You know these things tick like crazy. This thing sounds great. Let her warm up for a little bit. Main jet, so we might have to drop that back down. I think it's a 165 right now, so I don't know, we'll see.
I'd rather this thing be rich than lean. Let it run a little bit cooler.